I'm now selling my beloved smart car because of the fact that I'm going to be moving and traveling, and the car has gone through a couple accidents and a lot of issues and stuff, and it's 21 years old, so it's getting old and it's starting to have problems. I've had so many adventures on the island and in the Yukon with this car. It's been through two winters in and near Dawson City in the Yukon. It's such a good car, and I'm gonna miss it. Its name is Didoo, but it's time to go. It's time to go travel, and it's time for it to have a new home. So I'll give you a little Didoo tour, and yeah. Look, it's even on my socks. My friend crocheted my car onto my socks. Oh, my good little car. Yeah, it's a good car. It's kind of weird. It's the 2005 diesel smart car, and it only has 86,000 kilometers on it. It's a good car, and I've had a lot of adventures, a lot of experiences, a lot of them good, a lot of them bad. It's hard to just say goodbye to like a big piece of your life like this, but that's the way it is with cars because they don't last forever. It's kind of like a pet, you know. But I'm not like that weird guy with his red car and he's like, oh yeah, we get sexual sometimes. Like I'm not that weird with my car, but I've spent a lot of time in my car, and I know a lot of people would feel the same about their beloved car, you know. I have a guy coming to take a look at it at noon today, and maybe 5 other people that are interested in it. And I bought it for like $4,500, but now I'm only selling it for $3,000 because it's older and it has some issues. Well, it has no engine issues or anything, but it has, like, the steering wheel is cocked. See, the steering wheel is cocked like that because I hit a stump, and I spent like when I had to replace the alternator, I was at my friend's place and in a remote place, and I had to wait for the alternator. I had to camp in the bush beside a busy highway for 2 weeks in order to get the alternator because I had no home. And then I installed the alternator, but I couldn't remove the oil pan because if I did, I would have to buy a new gasket, and then I would have had to wait another 2 weeks for the gasket. So instead of doing that, I just went under the car. It took me 25 hours to replace the alternator because the usual way is to drop the whole engine, but I didn't have the tools or expertise to do that, and I definitely don't have the money to do it. And right before that, I had it towed for 500 kilometers. Luckily, I had BCAA. And so I got the new alternator, I put it in. I had to invent tools, like a piece of wire wrapped around a socket, and then I had to poke the socket up this little egg-sized hole with like chopsticks, and then carefully yank on it in order to twist the nuts. So it was a huge, really, really hard experience to fix the alternator. But it started acting up. Oh, that was 5 months ago, but it started acting up again. So then what I did with my grandpa is we took out the seat and we took out the carpet. And smart cars, I think if you own a smart car, do this with the alternator. If you cut a hole in the metal, and it's not even very, it's pretty thin, cut the hole, then the alternator is just right there. You can take it out, you can swap it, you can adjust the things. What was wrong with mine was the little connections weren't tight enough, because when I was dinking around with them with like my little chopstick instruments, it didn't get it tight enough because I was under the car and it really sucked. So what I would recommend is cut that hole and do your alternator stuff, and then put a metal plate back on it. And then what I did is I taped it, and then I wrote in German, I forget the word, but it's one long compound word, alternator compartment. So the next owner, I'm going to say, oh yeah, there's the alternator compartment there, but I won't say that it's custom. Or will I? Maybe I'll tell him, oh yeah, I did a custom alternator cubby. So I'm going to miss my smart car. It's so many journeys and so many. I drove from Vancouver Island to Dawson City in 2023, and it only cost me $206 for diesel. That's 3,000 kilometers, and it did the trip perfectly. I had a great time. I took a slow trip, like 9 days. So it was a lot of fun. But the thing about the smart cars, or the, if you can see this, Swatch Mercedes art, that's what SMART stands for. Swatch is a watch company, and Mercedes is a fancy car company. Or maybe not fancy car, but it's a complicated car company. They build complicated cars that don't need to be so complicated. Like, this smart car has an ABS system, which it doesn't need it. Like, there would be like plastic nuts that go on metal bolts and vice versa. Weird stuff. And the whole mechanism and everything doesn't really, like, they were so hell-bent on making everything small and fit together that they just didn't care about if someone had to fix it or not. So that's all I want to say is, I mean, I wanted to make a good long video about my smart car, but I'm kind of preoccupied with surviving modern, Canada, financial Canada, which is not very fun. And I'm looking for jobs and working on online projects and stuff before I go up north. So, yeah, just wanted to say, this is my smart car. Goodbye. And subscribe.